Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome to week 3 of the Renaissance Pokemon League, or RPL. This week we're going to be taking on the LA Wake Spirits and Josh. He's one of my good friends in this league. These next 4 games are going to be really tough. Actually, next 5 games are going to be really tough for me, because next 5 games, 4 of the 5 are going to be against 4 of my closest friends in draft, and the other is a very sneaky battler who can just surprise you at any given point. So, this week we're going to be taking on Josh and his LA Wake Spirits, and yeah, let's just get into the team, or the matchup. So, you can see my team on the left, his team on the right. Had to update the layout of this a little bit because he has 11 mons to my 10. And yeah, you can see my team of Weavile, Latios, Arcanine, Togekiss, Nidoqueen, Hitmontop, Lantern, Dunsparce, Cradily, and Bronzong. And his team of Raichu, Manaphy, Skuntank, Dragonite, Mesprit, Blissey, Hariyama, Blossom, Steelix, and the Torkoal and the Shuckle. It feels so weird to say 11 months instead of 10 after the first couple weeks. But Raichu, it can be like a fast Volt Switcher, good special threat. I'm not sure if it gets Nasty Plot and BDSP. I think it gets good physical moves too. Obviously that base 110 speed tier is going to be a bit dangerous for like fast Volt switching and everything. I think it may get Wish. Static's going to be an issue for Weavile and like Arcanine and Hitmontop. Just generally my physical threats. You can get good access to like Nuzzle or Thunderwave. I think Nuzzle's in BDSP, but gets access to guaranteed para moves, which will be detrimental to Weavile and Latios and like Togekiss, and yeah. Manaphy needs no introduction. It is a monster with tail glow. It's a good bulky water. Can run specs. It can run just really anything. It's a great wall breaker. Great wall breaker, and that was my first big hurdle to overcome with prep. Skuntank can be a solid defogger, good poison ground type, being immune to psychic moves, which would make it a nice, safe bet for Latios if Draco Meteor didn't exist, which Draco Meteor is kind of a problem for his team, aside from a couple months, which I'll get to later, and you can probably see him on the screen right now. Next up, he has Dragonite, which has put in the most work for him this season. He's gotten like a couple of sweeps with D-Dance Dragonite, so that'll be something to watch out for. Gets the Elemental Punches, EQ, Outrage, Dragon Dance. Yeah. Dragonite, really good wall breaker. Can be a good setup sweeper too, just like Manaphy. Getting rocks up will be really important for Dragonite specifically because it has a multi-scale, which if it's at full health, it will take half damage from whatever attack comes at it, so yeah. Getting rocks up will be really important for Dragonite specifically, and just getting generalized chip on everything. But next up's Manaphy. Mesprit. Different like mythical legendary beast or whatever, I don't know. But Mesprit, it's a good fast psychic type. Well, fast in quotes, but it's a good psychic type. It's U-turn rocks, solid coverage, good bulk. I'm a fan of Mesprit, even though it's not as good as like Azelf or Uxie. But Mesprit's good. And it can do a lot of unexpected things. It's bulkier than you think, and it's more offensive than you think, so yeah. 2 base 80s with 105 around the board is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, so yeah. Next up is the problem mon for my team, and that's Blissey. If you thought like I struggle with Cresselia, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, son. Blissey is a massive problem for my team. It reliably checks Latios. and it hard walls my other special threats like Togekiss, Nidoqueen, and yeah, can outstall Dunsparce, Cradily, and Bronzong and Lantern. The only things that are threatening to it are Weavile, Arcanine, and Hitmontop. So, yeah, Arcanine a little less so, but Weavile and Hitmontop, they pressure Blissey, and also I can try to set up on it. Like, it'll probably be trying to go for Thunder Wave or something to slow down things. So I could just like sub and then set up and try to one-shot it. Next up's gonna be Hariyama. Hariyama's another problem on like Blissey. Like, really Bullet Punch is very, very good against my team, and Hariyama is generally bulky enough to tank hits and just fire back a CC or something, and then if it doesn't get like the less than like 10% it needs to pick up the kill, then it just bullet punches and it's over. But it outpaces my walls, and it'll probably be running speed to creep base speed Lantern, so I'll expect that. But Hariyama like looks really, really good on paper. Get like EQ, knock, CC, and like bullet punch, and like my team kind of struggles against that set. Next up's Blossom. I don't really see a lot from Blossom. I think it like sets up Quiver Dance. It can be a Sun Sweeper with Torkoal, but I don't really see a lot going for Blossom. I think it may get Strength Sap too. But aside from that, I don't think Blossom comes. I have a Weavile, I have an Arcanine, I have a Togekiss, I have a Nidoqueen, and yeah. Next up is Steelix. Steelix is a good, bulky Fizdef wall, which can stonewall Latios. Not Latios. God, this is why I don't record after I go to school, but whatever. It can stonewall Weavile to the best of its abilities, though. He always has to be in fear of low kick, but yeah. Steelix can set up rocks, yeah. It can also run Spadef for Latios, being a solid Draco switch in, but Surf also exists, so it's kind of risky. But yeah. Next up is Torkoal, which is another good Fizdef one. And, you know, Torkoal sets Sun, gets Spin, Rocks, Will-O-Wisp for Weavile, and yeah. If he does bring Torkoal, I don't think he's bringing Drought, because he's bringing Manaphy. I know that for a fact. Well, actually, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm like 100% sure he's bringing it, so yeah. And then last off is Shuckle. An interesting thing that I didn't know about Shuckle, it lost Encore in BDSP, so it doesn't get one of its bread and butter moves, so I can probably like expect like knockoff Toxic, Infestation, Rocks, and Sticky Web. Moves like that are what he's going to be bringing on Shuckle. And I'm not sure if he gets like I don't know if he gets access to Contrary Shell Smash in BDSP. He could try to set up with it, but I'm not so certain he does that. Though he could, because he knows that I only have one toxic option and Manaphy just sends it into the next dimension. He may try to do that. I'll have to play extra careful around the Shuckle, but yeah. Alright, well, anyways, going into my team, in which now that I realize that Shuckle does that to my team, I may change it, but I feel like I've got a good contingency plan for it. Going into my team, first off, I have the Weavile. It's probably going to be safe to say that Weavile's going to be banded every week. This is going to be a jolly natured Weavile, because I sadly could not outpace the Raichu with Adamant. And yeah, 120 HP, 252 attack, 136 speed. Speed will allow me to outpace Raichu. Obstacle Crash, Throat Chop, Ice Shard, Brick Break, same moves as last week in week 1. It just hits everything super hard, and yeah. Weavile doesn't really need an introduction. It can queen, it can wall break. Whatever I need it to do, it can do. Ice Shard will be especially important because Dragonite's 4 times weak to ice. And if I get in a situation where I need Weavile, then I can just send it in and Ice Shard the D-Knot, providing he doesn't go for E-Speed. But I think I may live E-Speed, I'm not sure. I'll have to calc it, but I'll have another contingency plan for Dragonite, which you will see much later in the builder. Alright, next up we have Nidoqueen. Now, Nidoqueen is Earth Power, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, and Substitute. First time I'm bringing Sub Nidoqueen in this league. Interesting thing about the EV spread, I'd usually run like a lot of speed on this, but I'm opting to go more bulk investment with a modest max special attack set. The little bit of speed is to outpace max speed Adamant Hariyama. He may go that. I think he invests more in bulk, but this is more of a contingency plan if I need it. It doesn't outpace max speed Jolly Hariyama, but like, he's not bringing Jolly. Like, it wouldn't make sense for him to bring Jolly in my opinion. And I have the Life Orb. This will boost the damage of Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Sludge Wave. And I also don't take any recoil on my moves, so that'll be clutch. And Substitute is an interesting pick because I could have went Thunderbolt, but Sludge Wave and Earth Power are going to be hitting Manaphy so much harder. It's going to be hitting Manaphy hard, and getting a sub up on like Raichu or something, or just whatever I can set a sub up on, is going to be like really clutch, because that'll give me a free move to hit something with. So like if he goes Steelix and I have Nidoqueen out, I can just put a sub up, and yeah, if he switches, then I could just slap it with like a Sludge Wave or an Earth Power and Ice Beam. That's going to be boosted by a modest max special attack, Life Orb, Sheer Force, and Nidoqueen. So that's the plan with Nidoqueen. Going into my next one, this is where my team starts to get interesting. I mentioned that like Specs Latios kind of struggles here thanks to the Blissey and the Steelix, namely the Blissey. So this is my plan to get around this. Going Adamant Nature, 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 Spadef Latios with Dragon Dance sub, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake holding a Soul Dew. This is the way I think I win. If there's one thing I know about my opponent, his weakness is setup. I've played him a lot of times, and all my wins have came from setup. Played him in a monk battle and for a game in another league. Both times I won with a bulk up Corviknight. Then I played him in another league, and I beat him with Subcall my Mew. So yeah, I'm thinking this will be really unexpected for me to bring, especially since I literally just said in like the Weeds chat that, hey, I want to be bringing Specs Latios and Banded Weavile every week, because I mean, one person's, sorry about that bump, but one person's bringing Rain. One person brought Rain twice in a row, and then we just started making a joke about it, and yeah, I made my own joke of it. But anyways, getting into this set, like, I know Blissey's coming because Specs Latios is a problem, and Blissey is like a really good check to Specs Latios. So this is where Dragon Dance Physical comes in. Dragon Dance, like I can just D-Dance up on like Blissey coming in, or I can just sub up on Blissey coming in. Dragon Dance is like they go for like probably S-Toss. Then I just sub again. As they may go for T-Wave, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, and just try to rip the Blissey apart before it becomes an issue. Now I think at +1, Dragon Claw does 2-shot, just your standard Blissey of like max HP, max defense, so I'll have to set up a few times, but if Blissey's chipped, then this set's really, really good. But Dragon Dance, physical, like, this'll slap a Blissey unexpectedly, so the surprise factor is what I'm going for. If he gives me the Blissey, that'll be great. I think at like +3 or +4, I just win outright, so that'll be epic. On to my next Pokemon. This is where, like, my Bolt kind of starts coming into play. I'm still not set on this EV spread, but I'm pretty set on the moves. I just realized I should have had white text on Stone Edge, but whatever. Next up's gonna be Hitmontop. I have Intimidate. It was originally Technician, but I subbed out like Bullet Punch and Fake Out for Rapid Spin and Stone Edge, so I didn't really need it, and I think the attack boost is gonna be a boost. I think the attack drop's gonna be like more practical with, a freaking Dragon Dancing Dragonite. So yeah, it's like, this is like Adamant, max HP, max attack. This is what you'd see on like a Mega Mawile, but it's a Hitmontop. I got Quest Combat, Mach Punch, Rapid Spin, Stone Edge, CCM Mach Punch, good stab moves, Rapid Spin. He has so many hazard options. He's got a bunch of rockers and a Sticky Webber, and I need webs off the field for Weavile. And it's holding leftovers just for longevity, and then Stone Edge is obviously there for Dragonite. There's not really much to go over with Hitmontop, so on to the next Pokemon. Next Pokemon's gonna be Togekiss. Whenever I was initially prepping for this game, like, I didn't have many ideas, but trying to, like, flinch hack some out with Togekiss, or just, like, para-hack some or whatever with Togekiss was my plan. And I realized I didn't finish my nature stuff. But Serene Grace Air Slash, 60% chance to make the target flinch, like, over half his team, minus, like, everything on his team, minus Guntank, Manaphy, and Raichu. Those three are the only things that guarantee outpace this. The rest, I speed tie or outspeed. Air Slash, Aura Sphere, 2 good coverage moves that allow me to just hit everything. Nasty Plot and Roost. Nasty Plot is going to be like, this is going to be like my alternate path. I'm bringing more setup than I thought, but Nasty Plot and Roost, this will boost my special attack to give me more power behind these air slashes and potentially win. And then Roost gives me more longevity. 240 HP, 8 special attack, 252 speed, timid nature. This will allow me to speed tie Dragonite and Mesprit if they are running max speed. And then 240 HP gives me more bulk, leftovers for longevity, and 8 special attack for the remainder of the special attack EVs. And my final Pokemon is going to be Bronzong. It's finally making its appearance. Let's go. And we are bringing Heat-Proof Bronzong. The people I team built with this time, they said, like, since his best ground abusers are Dragonite and the Steelix, Heat-Proof was probably going to be more practical, and I agreed. So it's Heat-Proof Bronzong. I have pretty much max HP, max defense, Impish for the Dragonite. And this was my other contingency plan for Dragonite. EQ, Stealth Rocks, Heavy Swim, Explosion. If Dragonite gets, like, out of hand, and like it's in range, which I ain't letting it set up a Dragon Dance for free. But if it gets in range, I can just like take the hit, explosion, and Dragonite's gone. So yeah, Heavy Slam is there just as a good stab move. EQ is there for like Steelix or whatever. And yeah. So that was my team. Actually, yeah, that's the end. But that was my team. I'm kind of nervous for this game against Josh. I've played him like many times before, and we're pretty even. So yeah, he's beaten me a few times, and I've beaten him a few times, mostly on the back of setup. And I'm hoping that this is going to be the case. Hope Latios can catch him off guard. I hope Togekiss can put in the work, and yeah, I hope Weavile can just keep doing what it does best. So, anyways, I guess I will see you all in the battle. Just stop presenting, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the battle. Okay, we are in the battle, I guess. Okay, let me update this layout. Couple of things I didn't expect. No Shuckle. Okay, so he doesn't bring the Shuckle. Let's see. No Hariyama. Okay. No Shuckle, no Hariyama. That is very good. So you bring the Steelix and the Raichu. Okay. So Steelix and Raichu. Alright. No Shuckle is amazing. Manaphy's still going to be a threat. Blissey's still going to be a threat. Dragonite's still going to be a threat. Mesprit's still going to be a threat. Everything really is going to be a threat. So, I guess... Okay, Latios, like, aside... Well, no. Latios looks really, really good here. Alright. I anticipate, like, a Steelix lead, maybe. So... Alright, let's see here. If I'm anticipating, like... The other leads... Here's the issue with his team. He has so many, like, rockers. He can lead Steelix, he can lead Mesprit, he can lead Blissey. He could lead Raichu to get that fast Volt Switch, and he could just lead Mesprit and just say, hey, pick a sack. Though I don't think he really wants to take a Specs T-Bolt. So I'm really anticipating, like, Mesprit, Steelix, or Blissey. In which case, I need to ask myself, what's the best contingency plan I have against those? Do you anticipate that I am heat proof? I'm not sure. Let's see. Because I definitely anticipate you're going to try to get early rocks up. Honestly, I have no reason to just not try to get my rocks up early. Like as early as I humanly can. I'm just going to go for rocks. Getting rocks up to crippled D-Nut going to be so important in this game. Okay, so... I don't know what you go into. Definitely Volt switching. Probably go into D-Nut, maybe. Steelix might be your better play, but you may try to go D-Nut. No. I don't know if you go D-Nut or not. Okay. Mesprit could also come in. I want a Heavy Slam. Oh, you stay in. Interesting. Are you maybe trying... Let me calc this. Let me calc. Bronzone's already up. Because it's maybe Specs. Actually, if it was Specs... Could be Sash? Focus Sash. T-Bolt did 31. That lines up for a low roll. So the jury's still out on you being a Surf. I still have a contingency plan for Dragonite and Weavile live, so yep. Oh, Shuka. Interesting. I shouldn't have let this thing get this weak. Wait, actually, hold on. Could I just... It's like, I mean... You're probably T-bolting here to get the most damage, and you're probably just gonna try to go Mesprit and get a free move off. I can't risk Latios getting paralyzed. I can't risk Lati getting parried. Okay. Don't know if I made the right move there, but I can't risk Lati getting parried. I want to blow up. I want explosion. Get the funny explosion going. Okay, so... I want to assume that this is Specs. I think it's a safe assumption it's Specs. Okay, because otherwise, why would it... Because if it wasn't Specs, then why would it go for Shadow Ball? Not to hit Latios. It's gotta be choice. Gotta be a choice one of some type. Weavile, Percival versus Manaphy. OU 3 attacks. Surf does like 45. We know he's not Life Orb, so he has to be like a choice variant of some kind. I can just go Weavile, see if he's choiced. And like try to fire off like a good throat chop or something. Actually, I'm gonna go... Okay. Okay, that may be the play. Go Weavile. How much is Brick Break gonna do to a Steelix? Cause, I mean, Brick Break... This is choiced. Well, in which case I just go Hitmoan. Hitmoan top. But yeah, in which case I just go Hitmon top. Actually, Throat Chop's just going to be the safer play. There is the Steelix. Probably going to set your own rocks. Either that or you'll double into Mesprit. My play here is 1,000,000% Hitmon Chop. Dang, I really should have just went Latios at the beginning. I could have won this game by now. The reason I'm not going Nidoqueen is because I'm kind of afraid of like Heavy Slam and... Wait, actually... Hold the phone. Nidoqueen, since I'm more like defensive... EQ 4 attack, like just if this is just a regular defensive spread, then like no, Hitmontop's the safer play. You get your rocks up. No, you EQ'd. Okay, so I made the right play. Okay. Now you're probably gonna go into like Mesprit or D-Nut. I don't anticipate you staying in. Let's see. Let me do the calc real quick. Godfrey, okay, so EQ did 26. Okay, yeah, it's basically somewhere around like min attack. How much is it doing back to like Percival? Okay, so Mesprit I still have like a safe play in the Togekiss, so yeah. You gotta bring in Mesprit, dude. Yes! Got the play right, let's go. Okay, Throat Chop. Steelix will come in and take a little more chip. Alright. Now, do you read it? Do you read the Hitmonchan? That was so clutch. Okay. But we got a little bit of chip on Mesprit, which is what we needed. I should have Brick Breaked, but Throat Chop was going to be the safer play. Actually, we know this thing is like... It's got to have a fair bit of defensive investment. Actually, it probably doesn't even have any defensive investment at all. It did 29, 30. Okay, so... There's the EQ again. What does max attack add to Hitmonchan doing the Mesprit with Stone Edge? Godfrey versus Mesprit. So you're just like a regular old PU set. Okay, so you're doing like 30. Honestly, CC is more reliable. And that feels so weird to say. Also, the thing that I'm noticing is I'm letting... Like, I really am letting my things get weak. You may heavy slam now. Yeah, I think you, like, honestly may heavy slam or something. Reading the double back into, like, Weavile. I don't know you go Mesprit. If you do, then I'm just gonna go Togekiss. Okay, there's the D-Nut. I can't let this thing get set up. I absolutely cannot let this thing set up. I should have doubled. But, if D-Nut came in, I risked the Bandit E-Speed, so... He goes for E-Speed and kills here. I think he may be banded. But I can't let this thing set up, so I got a quick Stone Edge. E-Speed. Yeah, I think he's banned. It's gotta be banned. Dragonite. I don't think it kills unless it's banded. Yeah, it don't kill. Wait, no. Wait, it does kill. Interesting. So, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. Okay, so... Play here is Weavile, I think. Yeah, I have to go Weavile. I played this so terribly. Steelix keeps getting chipped. This Togekiss is pretty much useless. Weavile's the way I win this game now. Me being passive with Latios just kinda killed me. I may be able to live a heavy slam, I don't know. But me being passive with Latios at the beginning killed me here. Okay. Are you Rest Talk? You are Rest Talk. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Probably gonna go Bliss. No, you go Dino. What? E-Speed doesn't kill. D-Not's down. Okay. Probably go Manaphy now. No, you go Blissey. Hold up. Hold up. Air Slash. I gotta flinch you. Josh, I'm sorry, but I gotta flinch you, buddy. Yo. Okay. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. No. No, he stole me. Just gotta get this weakened enough to where Laddie can just come in. I choked. I blew it. I blew it. I blew it. I blew it. Sub, okay. Sub DD. Voice T-Wave. Yes. Okay. Does half. Come on, Latios. Come on, Latios. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home, Latios. Bring it home, Latios. Come on, buddy. Yes, Latios. Latios, I love you. Oh my god, I love you, Latios. And we win the game. We win the game 2-0. Oh my goodness. GG to Josh. I just realized that I haven't updated the layout. Whatever. Who cares at this point? Let's just update this real quick. Oh my goodness. I played that so poorly up until the end. But, oh my goodness, that was amazing. Get the clutch Dragon Dance Latios at the end there. And we pick up the win. We're now 3-0 plus 10. What a way to win the game. Oh man. Good game to Josh. That was... my heart was in my mouth for that entire game. Getting the sub predict right on the Blissey was huge. He played well, but... oh man, sub Dragon Dance Latios is so fun to do there. But... yeah, GG to Josh. Sorry I didn't update the layout, but... honestly, with a game like that, who cares? But anyways, next week we'll be facing the original owner of this team, actually. We'll be facing Chara and the Montgomery Muse. So, look forward to that next week. They got a tough team, and yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, see you in the next one.